Greetings, YouTube. Once again, happy Saturday. Everyone should have received in the past half an hour or so this message from the game team about Alliance Quest updates. You can read about Map 7, which good luck with that, people. I mean, the exciting thing, as they point out, is that the path identities will change because the highest points possible from any Alliance Quest map have been achieved, nearly 25% more than Map 6. But my God, does that come with a cost? And yes, you can get Tier 5 basic fragments in this. I'm really excited and curious to see what these Map 7 crystals look like. So if you would like to send over that opening to your boy Prof Hoff, for those of you running Map 7 this week, please do when that is over, because I would love to see the drop rates and what those look like, especially for Tier 5 basics and Tier 2 Alpha Catalysts. But the best part is we now have more Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst and ranked rewards, and Tier 5 basic Catalyst have been added to not only ranked rewards, but also the Glory Store, which is why my Alliance is currently jumping into this Alliance Quest, which I will jump into momentarily. So, I hope you saw my video just a few days ago about hoarding your glory, because everything is less expensive at the top, and of course Tier 5 basic fragments have never even been purchasable until today. So it's a very exciting day for the contest. For those of you who are looking to rank up 5 stars to max or 6 stars to rank 2, the Glory Store now helps you because you get both Tier 5 basics and, of course, very, very much cheaper Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments. And then even if you're not caring at all about that, there are still more exciting incentives, including cheaper Tier 4 basics, which I think everybody could use more of, and then cheaper Tier 4 class catalysts, which are also way appreciated by so many members of the community who have a hard time getting them. So the goal of this video, and really the title of this video, is going to be the best and worst values of the new Glory Store, because you see, we have several things to talk about in here, many of which you should completely ignore. But overall, let's talk about from the start if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, I think the number one thing you should continue to ignore in this is both the Tier 1 and Tier 2 Catalyst with your glory. Those can easily be farmed, guaranteed, every week in the weekly Catalyst grind, the daily Catalyst grind for the specific class. Now, there are going to be people who definitely want to take advantage of this if they still don't have the needed 3 to rank up a 4-star, and so maybe they only have 1 or they only have 2. But consider this. For a Tier 2 Science Catalyst, which is 150 glory, to be just about the same price as a Tier 1 Alpha, you're really not getting a great value for your glory at all, in something, like I said, that you can easily farm as long as you wait until the day that it's in the contest. So patience and planning in this game. That's the biggest advice I give to new players. Be patient and plan ahead your rank ups. Target the champions that you want to rank up, and then ignore most everybody else, because other than the 5 Alliance War defenders you need in the game, the 3 Alliance War attackers, the 3 Alliance Quest attackers, and then your 5 main questing team, everybody else is going to be used only for the arena, and for many of you who don't grind in the arena, they're not going to be used for anything. They're just going to sit on your bench and collect dust. So, going back to the top, if I was a beginner, what I would care most about are the Tier 4 basics. You are going to need those big time when you start ranking up your champions. Now, I do want to say this. The Tier 3 Catalysts, if you are Tier 3 depleted, are a very good value for 200 glory. You can only get 1 of them, but this, unlike the Tier 1 and Tier 2 class Catalyst of that day, are not easily farmable in the daily quest. In fact, the shards they give for those, the fragments I should say, are pretty dang pathetic. And I really wish that they would change that and they would buff it, because for all of the energy that it takes to run those paths, it is not worth it at all. So in the top row, I would mostly care about the Tier 3 Catalyst of that choice, and that's it. If you're starting out, target those. They're not as easy to get, especially in the daily grind. Now, in terms of the glory and greater glory crystals, I still think this thing's about 100 glory too overpriced. I would put that at about 500, but sadly it's still at 600, and both of these are class-based RNG, meaning you only have a 1 out of 6 chance to get the class of your choice. which is why the tier 3 catalyst at the top is actually a pretty fair deal because you get to choose it, you control it, unlike those, which is a straight gamble. In this, we'll go back to this for the end gamers, including myself, because of course the items on the left, particularly the tier 5 basics and the tier 2 alphas, those are the big ones. That's where all of my glory is going to be going to from now on, unless I'm running out of Alliance Quest potions, which we will also talk about in a second. But in general, the far two left ones, the tier 2 alphas and the tier 5 basics, are really, really good. Everything else is a gamble that you probably should wait until you're running a map where you get a glory and or greater glory crystal automatically for free for finishing up the 5-day Alliance Quest. Now, the tier 4 basics. This is what everybody who is not farming tier 5 basics should go after. You can easily get, and I have 4,600 glory saved up, but I get about 4,000 to 4,200 glory a week. So let's just say your budget is 4,000 glory for the sake of argument in this video. I would fill up every week for these, 1,700. I would take almost half of my glory to get 2 fully formed tier 4 basics. That is such a wise use of your resources, especially if you need to rank up 4 stars and 5 stars. Similarly, with the tier 1 alphas, they don't really start to get that expensive until, I would say, at least they're at 400 apiece. But you need 5 tier 1 alphas to rank up a 5-star to rank 2. So if you get every week 2 fully formed tier 5 or tier 4 basics and 5 tier 1 alphas, you're still going to be under that 4,000 glory threshold, which will give you a buffer, a cushion, if you need Alliance health potions. But in general, that's my biggest advice to you. If you're watching this and maybe you're trying to take the next step to start ranking up 5 stars, maybe you've ranked up most of your 4 stars, but you're going to leave that behind. You're an intermediate player, the middle class of MCOC, and you've got to figure out what to do with your glory next. Concentrate solely on tier 4 basics and tier 1 alphas until you have a solid amount of 5 stars at rank 4, or at least rank 3. Obviously, rank 4 takes tier 2 alpha catalysts, and you may not have those available. But I know quite a few people who message me that have tier 2 alphas overflowing in their overflow, and they don't know what to do because between the free tier 2 alphas for the login calendars and their lack of being at a level where they can store the most, which is 12, they're kind of screwed. It's a weird problem to have in the middle where you don't have the best 5 stars to take to rank 4, but you either have to take a pretty average 5-star to rank 4 or just lose your tier 2 alphas. And for those of you who are in that position, I do not envy you because I also know that it takes quite a few tier 4 class catalysts of that champ to rank up. And if you don't want to rank them up, you're also losing precious resources in that regard. So concentrate on tier 4 basics, concentrate on tier 1 alphas. Those are by far the best deals of this. Level 1 Alliance team revives, I would ignore. 280 is way too much to spend on those. You can get those easily elsewhere. And then the level 4 Alliance health potion, this is going to be the thing that resets every day. It's a 24-hour timer. As you can see, it refreshes again. And this is still one of the best deals of anything in the Glory store. It is what I routinely try to save a bank of about 300 to 500 Glory after I've purchased everything, because 6,000 health is huge. And if you've got someone like, say, a Blade, and you have a Blade Awakened, that's all the health you should need if you're playing smart, if you get your Blade knocked out, to start using your power and converting that to health to revive Blade back up to, say, 70% health. So if you're smart and you have regen champs, these will save you so many units and more glory from having to buy more of these. But if you are in a pickle, my advice to you is to use your glory. Just do this maybe a couple times a week. But I used to not have any of these, and then what I would do is I would purchase 1 to 2 of them, even if I didn't need them, so that I had a max of 20, which is 20 is a pretty good amount that you can hold in your inventory. And then now, as you can see, I own 20 out of 20. So I only buy these in absolute emergencies because I don't want them to go into my overflow, but it's really nice to know that if I need them, they're there, maxed out at 20 inventory. So keep in mind, you want to save about 400 to 500 glory every week in case you're going to need these. You don't want to be in a position where you're out of glory and you have to use units, because it will be a very poor decision for your units when you could have just saved glory and gotten them for free. Everything below this, I would ignore, especially the golden crystal. Arguably the worst value of any. If you are that desperate for gold, just spend half an hour grinding in the arena. It is so much a better use of your time than wasting glory on it. And the level 1 Alliance health potion, I don't even know why this thing's in there. It only refills 250 health. You're going to get knocked out from blocking a champion with a parry for 250 health. You might as well just not even use it. Level 2, same thing, 1,200 health, still pretty darn low. And then the level 3, yes, 3,000 helps, but why not go from 160 glory to 260 glory? Because for a 100 difference in cost, you are getting twice the health refill. Now, I'm excited to go up to this level because I have been saving my glory for this very moment. What I'm going to do from now on is I'm still going to have that bank of about 500 glory in order to maximize my ability to get my health potions if I need them for Alliance Quest or Alliance War, specifically Alliance War. I think Map 5 is still very doable without using potions or revives for me. But what I'm going to get every week, 2 of these Tier 5 basics. This is 1,800 Tier 5 basics, which is 9 Tier 4 basics sold worth of Tier 5 basic fragments. So I'm going to get that now, as you can see. And then I'm also going to purchase, let's see how much 3 are. 1275. Yeah, I'm going to purchase 3 of these, and I'm going to give myself 773 glory left as a buffer in case I get wrecked in Alliance War and I need to purchase some more level 4 Alliance health potions, or if I'm in a bind and I need to purchase a combination of more Tier 4 basic catalyst and specifically Tier 1 alphas, even though in my inventory right now, I'm not really worrying about those because when I look at my overflow catalyst, I scroll to the bottom and I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tier 1 alphas that are overflowing from what I'm already holding in my catalyst inventory. So, as a recap, if you don't care about Tier 5 basics yet, stock up only on Tier 4 basic catalysts. I would get 4 of those. Tier 1 alphas, I would get 5, and then I'd save a buffer for those level 4 Alliance Quest potions. If you need to really start out the game, the best deal at the top of the screen is those Tier 3 fully formed 1 per day class catalysts because you cannot easily farm these unlike the Tier 1 and Tier 2s of that specific class for the day. And then just worry about this as well. But really save your glory for about 5 different items. You want to use it on things you can't easily grind. Tier 4 basics, Tier 1 alphas, Tier 5 basics, Tier 2 alphas, and level 4 Alliance health potions, along with the Tier 3 class catalyst of that day. I hope that helps you. Those are the best and worst values of the new Glory Store. Good luck with your grinding. I think this is a fantastic pro player move by Kabam. I applaud them for making it less expensive to get so many great items and adding Tier 5 basic catalysts. The community is much better now because of it.